Okay, let's get right to it. There's a strange hypothesis rumbling through the BeyHive, and it's causing individuals to ask some of the most bizarre questions you've ever heard. Is Blue Ivy actually Beyoncé's daughter, or is she someone else's? Yeah, it seems ridiculous, right? But it hasn't prevented the internet from going into full-fledged conspiracy mode after Ray Carter, who's previously made news for claiming to be Jay-Z's secret son, made a comment that has people reading way too deeply. He implied that his real sister is not Blue Ivy, but Cathy's daughter. That was all it needed for the internet to catch fire. Now, if you've been around long enough, you'll notice that this isn't the first time people have questioned Beyoncé's pregnancy. The iconic baby bump fold scene. Yeah, the video is still going around, being slowed down and zoomed in as if it were the Saber film. People stated that when Bey sat down, her belly folded in a way that resembled a pillow rather than a baby. Some claimed it was simply the dress fabric bunching up. Others screamed, "She's wearing a fake bump." It got so out of hand that even reputable TV hosts chimed in. Wendy Williams, for one, did not hold back. She described the whole thing as a publicity hoax designed to resurrect a dying career. But here's where things get considerably murkier. Because when you throw in Cathy White, a publicist with alleged ties to Jay-Z, the ideas start going from wild to disturbing. Cathy wasn't a random woman. She had legitimate industry connections, owned her own public relations agency, and was seen with Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Quaid Jordan. Then, just as rumors spread that she might speak out about an alleged affair with Jay-Z, she died unexpectedly at the age of 28. The official reason was a brain aneurysm. But you know how these things work. Conspiracy theorists did not buy it. Some people online feel Cathy was going to expose a hidden child problem, and her death was too opportune. Furthermore, she was reportedly in contact with journalists and possibly preparing to go on record. Yeah, people started connecting dots that might not even exist. But this hasn't stopped the theories from spreading. And now, years later, those same people are dredging it up again, according to Rhys' latest accusation. He's been making news for years, trying to get Jay-Z to take a paternity test. But now he's throwing out comments that drag Blue Ivy into the mix, implying she's someone else's child. That hit hard. Not only is it absurd, but it has revived every single rumor that people have attempted to put to rest over the last decade. But here's a twist. This is about more than just whether or not the pregnancy was false. This is about power, image, and how Beyoncé has always conducted her public existence. She's never been one for oversharing. While some celebrities go live on Instagram and reveal every detail, Bey keeps it close to his chest. That is her brand. Mystery, grace, and control. She shows you what she wants you to see. Nothing more, nothing less. This is what makes the rumors so combustible. Because when someone is that private, people start making up responses. They hunt for any flaw, darkness, or strange phrase in a song and transform it into gospel truth. This leads us to something else. Her song Daughter from the Cowboy Carter album has sparked endless discussion among fans. The lyrics are dark, aggressive, and filled with hate. Some describe it as a cryptic confession. Others claim it's just art, but the timing was odd enough to fuel the fire. Cathy White wasn't only a name mentioned in gossip websites. She was a genuine person, with a real job. Cathy, who was born in Louisiana and was half Korean and half black, was intelligent, ambitious, and had extensive experience in the entertainment industry. She graduated from Howard University, founded her own public relations firm, White Label, and worked with some of the industry's most prominent figures. There are also images of her attending events with Kim Kardashian, Chris Pratt, and Denise Richards. She was not a nobody. She had access, and it appears that this access extended to Jay-Z. Rumors began to circulate that Cathy and Jay-Z shared more than just professional ties. Some said she was his mistress. Others claimed they were pals who became a touch too close. But what adds to the drama is the notion that Cathy may have had a kid with Jay. Crazy, yes, but those who believe this aren't backing down, especially when it comes to the circumstances surrounding her death. The time frame is uncanny. Liz Crokin, a writer who had been investigating the Jay-Z and Cathy tale, stated Cathy was about to go public with everything. She was finally ready to speak. ready to reveal information concerning the purported affair and the putative child. Liz says she chatted with Cathy several times. Cathy abruptly stopped answering her phone. Days passed with no reply, no sign of her, and then word came that Cathy had died. Discovered in her Manhattan residence. They just said, aneurysm.
Now,
Let us be clear, nothing has ever been confirmed. There have been no police reports linking Jay-Z to anything. No official sources have claimed there was foul play. However, this is the internet, and when there is smoke, people start throwing gasoline. Especially when you bring up the concept of a hidden child. That is the part that has folks obsessed. Because if Cathy had a child, where is that child today? This is when the theory takes a turn. Some people online feel that this youngster was secretly handed over to someone else. And with Rymir Carter just stirring the pot, folks are wondering, what if that child is someone the world already knows, like Blue Ivy? It's a huge leap, but it hasn't stopped social media detectives from going full CC mode, comparing infant photographs, facial characteristics, and family timelines. It's messy, it's hypothetical, but it's gained traction. Then there's the photo, which allegedly shows Cathy, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Claudia Jordan together in a club. Some claim it was doctored, but others insist it was real. And in the age of deep fakes and AI-generated material, who really knows? Nonetheless, it reinforces the notion that Cathy wasn't merely a distant associate. She may have been a member of the inner group at some point. There's also speculation that Beyoncé's lyrics contain secret meanings. Fans have pulled apart tunes from Lemonade and Renaissance and now Cowboy Carter, particularly the song Daughter. The lyrics are aggressive, dramatic, and real. Lines about bloodstained couture and treachery have left listeners wondering whether the song was a metaphor, a confession, or a warning. But don't forget who we're talking about here. Beyoncé is a master of control. She established her business by only releasing what she wanted to. She does not react to tabloids. She does not appear on talk shows to explain things up. She releases records, performs, then disappears, and still the silence is deafening. It's what keeps these theories alive. When Beyoncé announced her pregnancy, with Blue Ivy on the VMA stage in 2011, she wasn't your typical celebrity announcement. She did not upload a sonogram or appear on a talk show. She stood in front of millions, stroked her stomach, and smiled. It was daring, poetic, and immediately contentious. That moment should have been celebrated, yet instead sparked a decade of speculation. From baby bump theories to covert surrogates, many couldn't take anything at face value. That reveals more about our fascination with Beyoncé's mystery than it does about any folded dress or unclear photo. Fans and critics alike have attempted to decipher every second of film from that night. Did the bump fold? Was it a camera trick? Or a clothing issue? Maybe, maybe not. But for some reason, they clung to it as if it were the ultimate clue in a global riddle. Doctors weighed in, fashion experts examined fabrics, Reddit threads surged, and the theory gained traction. Beyoncé faked her pregnancy. Someone else carried the infant, perhaps even Cathy. There is no proof, none, but that's the point. When a celebrity is as guarded as Beyoncé, fans begin to fill in the holes themselves. Her privacy has always been a pillar of the brand. She has complete control over the storyline. From her art to herself, from interviews to rare insights into her family, everything is planned. And in today's oversharing world, quiet is suspicious. People do not believe what they cannot fully see. Jay-Z, on the other hand, is no stranger to paternity rumors. For years, the public has been aware of Rymir Carter's lengthy legal battle to get him submit to a DNA test. Jay-Z's team has never acknowledged Rhyme, and courts have consistently disregarded his claims. But Rymir has not stopped. He made it a purpose. And now, by bringing Blue Ivy into the picture, he has converted a personal search into a full-fledged media frenzy. Why target Blue Ivy? Perhaps it is desperation. Perhaps it's vengeance. Or perhaps it is a deliberate ploy to incite controversy. Either way, it worked. The internet took the bait, and now some are wondering if the child Beyoncé raised so openly isn't hers.